Hello everyone, welcome back to another Outer World stream. Right, I think we are heading towards the end game now. It's not a massive game this, unfortunately. Right, so what? Right, let's head back to Phineas. Actually, am I above?
Dead center. Next round's on you.
Shh, the captain's coming.
You want Yoka and Parvati. I don't know what the max level is in this game. This isn't where I wanted to go, is it, you penis? We need to go to the navigation terminal. Oh, dum-dum
Crew
sometimes.
members Ellie and Max are engaged in a heated discussion in the kitchen.
Well, let them be.
We have successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself, or would you like to do the honors?
Well done, Ada.
I've kept myself busy in your absence, optimized
I know
my formula.
why
I'm
the
now
board
confident I
hate
can
me so
revive
much.
the remaining colonists.
It's because I
need
took
now
all
is
of
the
the
dimethyl
stuff.
sulfoxide. I'll take as much as you can give me. Human test subjects. Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of the board. Thank you. You've brought me enough chemicals to get started, at least. I'm just sorry they came at the cost of human lives. Those poor people, they must have died in agony. What exactly was the board trying to accomplish? You say the board's trying to freeze their subjects over and over again without inflicting permanent damage? Well, they're nowhere close to solving that problem. Something about this feels wrong. I don't know why the board would ever conduct such an experiment, unless they're working on some kind of hibernation technology. I'll tell you this much. The board scientists are hopelessly lost. After years of fruitless experimentation, they've made exactly zero progress. I know! I've suspected as much for years. Of course, I don't expect the board to do a thing about it. They've been driving our colony to the brink of destruction for decades. The board's mismanagement put our colony on the road to collapse. If we don't put a stop to them, thousands of colonists are going to die. Hold on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of total collapse? And the chairman's plan to save all of us is to save himself?
Pretty much.
I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us? That's not a plan. That's a
Are we
goddamn
talking
escape
about
clause.
the fruit thingy?
Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill them all. Toss them out into space, just to make room. 'em. room in their hibernation chambers. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of total collapse, and the chairman's plan to save all of us is to save himself? Pretty much. I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us? That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause. Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill them all. Toss them out into space, just to make room in their hibernation chambers. member of the board and shooting them in the back of the head. Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest minds Earth ever sent us, uncorrupted by the board. The board's going to dispose of them all and transform the Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope as we speak. We need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them, but no easy way to get them off the Hope.
Yes.
Merciful gibbering law, you're a genius!
Thank you.
We bring the Hope to us. Skip the entire ship across the distance of colony space, right next to my lab. Yes, exactly. You're a step ahead of me, but I perceive the shape of your plan. If we link up the Hope to the Unreliable, then use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector, we can skip the entire colony ship into the rings of Terra 2.
Right, we got a lot of fighting to do now.
I don't know much about skip drives, not the physics anyhow. I do know the Hope's real massive. How's our bitty little ship supposed to skip it?
Excellent question, my sharp-witted mechanic. You will use your own ship to power up the Hope's skip drive. Your navigational computer can handle the rest. You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the Unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope's skip drive. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I can start reviving them immediately. I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers, scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe otherwise. If there's even the slightest chance we can save Halcyon from oblivion, then we have to take it.
Right,
Certainly.
Can we
How
tell
can I
him
help?
about...
It wouldn't surprise me. When I pulled you out of the Hope, the board nearly intercepted me. I expect they stepped up security since my little act of larceny.
Well, nothing has come up about me no, there's nothing to suggest that well, that's 73. If we put 2 in that and then yes. Bugger off, fly. Right, let's just increase your health. Ooh. Right, apparently we don't have to send an encrypted thing for the board now.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
On where we? Oh, there it is. Right, we're going to meet a lot of board resistance.
We have arrived at the Hope. I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator. You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the skip drive. If your calculations are even slightly off, you could crash the entire colony ship into Terra 2. Or the Sun.
Right.
Captain.
Hang on. Oh, I can upgrade these. Oh, I may as well. Don't think I'll be able to upgrade those, too expensive. Should be able to do the hammer though. I don't think I'll be able to upgrade.
I hope Dr. Wells has not dragged you into one of his irrational schemes again. My diagnosis of his mental stability is not flattering.
Right, Tinker. Oh, what level is this? 29. I do want to give that to Parvati, so I mean, actually I can take weapons off myself, can't I? And so I don't really want a melee weapon. I think that was a unique one, but right. We have, yes, so we have gone to the Hope, haven't we? I wonder. Right, we've got to save. No. Right, I think. We're gonna have to kill them, aren't we?
With us.
Here we go!
What was that? I'd better take a look.
Right, we've got a key card.
Something about waking a derelict ship puts me on edge, Captain. Hope you know what you're doing.
Nope. Not in the slightest.
Saw something.
Here they come!
Take them down!
Don't miss.
Right, hopefully.
Soldier.
Right, if we stand still. Ideally. What's the thing? Oh, this is just. Ooh, we've got a terminal. Ah! Right, what is my hack? Hang on. I'll give you that back in a minute. Ah. So I need another 7. So what does that do? It just says body attributes. Defense and heavy weapons. I don't have anything. Oh, that's really annoying. Just 7 points off. Right, let's just...
Here we go.
Don't mess with us. Got him! All together.
Right way.
You didn't need to go down there. No, I bet some of these would have enabled me no.
Security virtual.
Hello, 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 how are you doing? God damn it! Ah! Oh, I could just drop down from up there.
We're alive.
I'm not too bad, thank you. Boys, excuse me.
Can you hear hearing me, Captain? I have successfully integrated myself into the Hope's comm systems, and am attempting to establish contact with the Hope's more primitive processor now.
No, we need to
Would
get
you
up.
like me to play a mood-suitable music selection while you travel to the bridge? Oh, sorry.
That would be nice.
File not found.
Hey, that was me.
Poor bastards. They're never gonna wake up. The least we could do is bury them.
Oh, we'll wake them up. Right.
Everyone all right?
Should we assign Sam for a cleanup?
Oh gosh. I'm gonna be sick.
You'll be fine. I want all the loot. Right.
You get tired of patrolling, just go rough somebody up.
That's the Hope's computer up ahead. I'll admit, I am curious to wake him.
Yeah, patch out
Greetings,
through.
Captain. I am speaking to you through the Hope's computer system. It's a rather cramped feeling, but it'll do. Are you sure? That is extremely dangerous. Skipping the Hope will void the warranty on the skip drive,
Ah, screw the warranty.
and also potentially kill an entire planet. How is my humor now, Captain?
Today, just half hour.
Jump starting the skip drive. Destination set to the rings of Terra 2.
Oh no. Captain, don't do this. I ain't dying on a fucking ship. I'm gonna die in the dirt like we're meant to.
Doing it. I mean, affirmative. Skipping the Hope in 3, 2, 1.
ADA, does your captain seriously intend to do a micro jump in system with engines that haven't been powered in 70 years on a derelict ship?
Yep.
That is what my captain intends. Yes.
But that is a gross misuse of the skip drive. The Zero Point Drives Corp and I will not be held responsible for any damage incurred during transport, and this will cause extreme damage.
It's
Yes,
fine.
I am aware of that.
You should not be doing this. The humans will die.
Thank you, Hope. It looks like all systems are go. Captain, I would advise you to hold on to something. Now.
You should. The engines are firing up. Ooh, will we make it? of course we will.
Oh, good. We are still alive and have successfully skipped into Terra 2's orbit. I reported as much to Phineas Wells, but he has not responded. Perhaps you should check in on him.
Oh. I feel like I've been turned inside out. Let's not do that again.
Alright, we may run into trouble.
I don't recognize you. Are you new here?
Yep.
Oh, hell. No one informed me of any surprise inspection.
Then
Of course. I'll just get out of your way. I don't have time for this. Move on.
no, we can't get through there. Could take a fancy we look. It's this way, isn't it? I can't remember if there's other places we can look. But I just want to get out of here. Oh, these are just thingy messages, aren't they? Main, and main. I like how they're not concerned by the bodies just out here. Now I think we're pretty much at the end of the game now.
Captain, I am receiving a transmission from Dr. Wells. Captain, I shall now play the transmission I received from Dr. Wells.
The board is here. They've found me somehow. They're about to blast my door open.
No worries.
I'll stop them from
I've got
getting
mine
me.
right
There
here,
isn't
though.
enough time to explain everything, but there's something very important you need to remember. The board, all their lackeys, they're all a bunch of swine. Do you hear me? They're fucking corporate swine. You fucking pigs! I'll take you all out with me. I'll never...
It would seem the recording captured some rather dire events. I presume you'll want to dock at the orbital lab to check on your associate as soon as possible?
Yes.
How can I be of assistance? May luck be with you. Of course, as I am sure you are aware, luck does not exist. But it seems to comfort humans to believe they possess good quantities of it. Now arriving at Phineas's top-secret orbital lab.
Right. Right, come on. got our sniper ready.
Damn, but we're good.
Ooh, his leg came off.
Let's go! Down they go!
Oh, bubbles. Oh, hibernation helmet. I can go with my hibernation suit. Right. I think that's what I've already got, isn't it? A heavy helmet. Yeah. Now you've got... Let's give that to... Now we gotta find his password. Oh, there it is. Yeah, we're definitely at the end game.
Making it look easy.
Yep, we have to go to the prison planet. Right. This is gonna be fun, fun, fun.
Crew members Ellie and Max are engaged in a heated discussion in the kitchen.
Oh, that'll be
Captain,
fine.
as it appears we may soon be embarking for a maximum security prison planet, I believe the crew would like to speak with you to, as you humans put it, air some concerns.
Those board goons kidnapped Mr. Phineas and hauled him away to Tartarus. How are we gonna get him out?
I'm not one for pointless heroism, but the board's gonna be after us next.
No.
We gonna finish what we started?
To extract the scientist, you will need to infiltrate the labyrinth. But that course of action is likely to be quite dangerous, Captain.
What's so bad about
The
it?
labyrinth is a massive maximum security prison on an uninhabitable planet. Being incarcerated there is seen as a fate worse than death.
Still, we can't do nothing. It wouldn't be right.
The armed surveillance protocols on a maximum security prison planet are highly sophisticated. As such, escapes are historically quite impossible and deadly. I am programmed to warn you whenever you exhibit inclinations toward risky behavior. Breaking into Tartarus will not be easy.
Getting in is the simple part. It's getting out again that's the trouble. Trust me, I know.
Let's just do it. Kick down some doors, grab Doc Wells, and cut a path out. We don't need a plan. We got guns.
If you really mean to do this, you should see to your final affairs and close out any unfinished business. Once you sneak into Tartarus, you may be there a while. Or permanently.
It's the craziest plan I've ever heard. And I mean that as a compliment.
You didn't hire me to think. And I ain't about to start now. You're my boss. And I'll walk into fire with you.
I think it's insane. But maybe the colony needs a healthy dose of insanity right about now.
I know it's dangerous. And I won't lie and say I'm not scared out of my wits. But I couldn't live with myself if we didn't do something.
You're asking for more than bravery from us, Captain. But there are worse ways to go than dying for a good cause. I'm in.
Let Sam get the grime out. It's what our units do best.
The entire plan is a terrible idea, but I admire your bravado, Captain, which leads me to illogically believe, against the odds, that you will be successful.
If we don't make it, at least it'll be a great story.
Got my trusty tossball stick, got my ass-kicking boots. I'm ready, boss.
Outstanding.
You can count on us, Captain. We're crew. For real crew. That means we got each other's backs.
Hello, 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 hello.
Never thought I'd volunteer to break into a prison. Seems like your tendency towards risky behavior is rubbing off on me, Captain.
Command not recognized.
Waiting on your command, Captain.
Right. Let's just drop off some stuff we don't need. Oh, what's that from? That could... Oh, I might have a quick nosy at that. We picked up a lot of crap. Right. Right, that's maxed out. We should be able to get this up. $74 times 3 against... Oh. No. Parvati's having this. Can I just... I don't think we're going to need these either now, so... Right. Shit, I pressed the wrong button. Oh no, we need to go. Yes, I would definitely like to save.
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time. Resident count is as follows: 3,071. Resident deaths, including but not limited to executions, are as follows: 1,684. Resident escapes are as follows: 0. The interior can be chilly. Take a scarf with you, Captain. I would also ask that you leave your captain's ID with me, in the event that you do not return. I can make the assurance that I will not leave with another captain unless you do not return within 876,541,652 hours. Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed.
Of all the places to get arrested.
I wager it'll take a bit longer than it takes you to lose your patience and storm out of your ship looking to get shot. To be honest, that'd make my job a lot easier. You come out, we shoot you full of holes, and then everyone goes about their day worry-free. Except you. You'll be dead.
Oh.
Huh? Oh, yes, sir. Right away, sir. I just couldn't see you clearly before. Screen's on the fritz. Damn thing. But for the record, now that I hear you, I totally recognize you. Totally. You're, you, of course. Obviously. Anyway, Tartarus Docking Authority signing up. Hang on. Another ship just pulled into your dock. Wait, is that from the Groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that. Just have a pleasant day.
Hey, Junlei's here.
Transmission terminated. Biometric ID received. Transferring data to external cartridge. How can I be of assistance?
No.
See you soon, Captain.
You will do. After I die quite a few times. Right. Nyoka and Parvati. I do have ID.
The captain did right by us once. The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe. Push on, Mardat.
Somebody tossed this garbage out the air. What was that? A suspect?
Oh shit in hell! Oh, I died straight away. That's not paying attention to what I was doing.
Not a peep from me.
Ah, welcome back.
Right by us once. Now. The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe. Push on, Mardat.
Wow, not even a scratch!
What was that? An attack!
Why are you attacking me? Right. I think so. Oh, I haven't even got in the bloody anywhere near inside yet. No!
Had for bars with a storm like that guarding the gates.
I've got to admit, I'm not too keen on walking into a prison. They lock me up, I'm liable to kill everything trying to get back out.
That's the spirit.
Let's look around. There's got to be a few ways through here.
Well, there is. But we have a disguise, don't we? So let's see if we can just walk all the way. Don't want to loot anything. Oh, I need to be up there.
Error. Employee information not found. Identify yourself. Error. Transfer request not found. State your employer. Registered. A fine of 10,000 bits will be assessed in your corporation's ledger for failure to follow transfer procedures. Thank you for your cooperation.
So if we can get through this bit without dying, I'll be happy. Right, is there anything through here? Ah, I should have bought all that stuff with me. Alright, we want to sell. I could probably sell a lot of these. Oh shit. Right, how much has that got me? 5,000. Right, heavy, heavy, and heavy. So I can sell a lot of these, but then again, I can upgrade those. So I can't really do much more. Right, before I do any more, I'm going to have to go and have a wee, so I'll be 2 minutes. Right. So my inventory is pretty much down to the basics. Pete. This is not going to be fun. Right, can I... Ooh, what sound? nothing useful on there. Don't move.
Let's go, troops. Stellar Base counting on us.
Oh, Zora's here. No, this guy's gonna fail. Hopefully I can keep going a fair bit until someone spots us. Boop. You can get down that side. I'm not going to bother looking in there. You stupid cow. What?
Well, look who it is.
It's a chairman.
I'll be damned. I was prepping the studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus. I had heard you'd taken a mechanic under your wing. What's the matter, girl? Couldn't find actual employment?
The captain's treated me right. Better than any of you bored folk ever have. I'm exactly where I want to be.
Ah, I knew I smelled Monarch when you lot walked in. The stench of sulfur, depression, and desperate bravado is unmistakable.
Keep talking, and you'll be smelling iron. Ain't nobody so important I won't put a bullet in.
When you go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. I'll want it recognizable to show to my citizens. My word! You've correctly identified the most recognizable man in the colony. Remarkable. It's a wonder what Phineas saw in you. Then again, he's an insane person. Thankfully, he's our insane person now. A proper company man. Yes, he is an extraordinarily obstinate fellow, isn't he? Fine, he isn't working for us per se. Semantics, he'll come around. But that's between us. As far as my adoring citizens will know, we've turned a dangerous crackpot into a working-class man. It's a miracle. Oh yes, go on, wake them up, add more mouths to feed. That'll solve our starvation problems. I don't know what half-baked plans that simpleton in a lab coat has been leading you through, but it's done. It's over. Let me ask you something, Captain. Have you at any point thought about not fucking up our entire society?
We're helping, which is more than you can say.
I'm making actual progress towards stabilization and recovery. You're just getting in the way. Oh, right. This coming from the psychopathic outlaw. Yes, I'll try to be more open-minded about your path of wanton dissent. We don't need your help.
Oh.
We'll have to agree to disagree on that one, Captain. Now, if you don't mind, I have to finish prepping this script.
Oh, bloody hell! That nearly finished me off. Chairman Rockwell. There's nothing else useful around here. Iconoclast. Oh, the Van Noys are here.
All right, MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So get in there and fight!
The fuss is about a blasted lab coat. Fugitive's a fugitive. Let it go.
No. So my disguise failed and then it magically reappeared.
Take a breath now, folks. Once we're up there, I suspect we ain't gonna have time to stop shooting.
Captain, you have an uncanny talent for complicating my
Good
life.
afternoon. How are you doing?
You've disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty.
Not too bad, thanks.
And
How
there
are
is
you?
nothing I despise more than uncertainty. Typical. Running your mouth in the middle of a crisis. It's almost as if you delight in chaos. I should have dealt with you a long time ago. You were always too dangerous to leave unchecked. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised by your impertinence. Leaving you alive was my greatest mistake. But it is a mistake I intend to correct. I have Dr. Wells in my custody. Once I've secured his cooperation, I can move forward with the program. I can repair the damage you've done. I can set things right.
If you say so.
I'm aware of your propensity for violence. Halcyon is a bloodier place because of you.
Mm-hmm.
I take no pleasure in this, you know. I simply have no other option. Leaving you alive is too great a risk.
That sounds like
Goodbye, Captain. Fair enough. I'm giving you exactly one chance to parley with me.
Oh.
Yes, I'm quite aware of your brazen act of corporate vandalism. By the way, those test subjects you killed, they died in agony. My scientists assure me they can recover the data you've destroyed. You've succeeded in temporarily delaying our research. Nothing more. That isn't true. It can't be. You're trying to manipulate me. That experiment was absolutely essential to the program. My scientists assured me they were close to a breakthrough.
Were they just trying?
They gave me their word.
Telling you what you wanted to believe?
Don't you mock me. I won't stand here listening to you gloat. We're going to have to start all over again. All that research, all those experiments, you've set us back decades. You were always an unknown variable. I tried to recruit you, but you threw your lot in with that madman, Phineas Wells.
It is a good game.
This prison is equipped with an automechanical warden.
It's made by the same
I've had it
people
programmed to eliminate you on
who
site
created
and
the
rinse your
original Fallout
remains down a
series
drain.
and did New Vegas.
And don't worry. I will inform Dr. Wells that you died heroically, or something.
Is that sealed? This is going to be difficult to break. Yeah, 100.
Processing data.
$32,000. Come on, we do. No! Shit! Shit. Hopefully we don't have to go through all that talk again. No.
They'll never see us.
Let's get some.
Watch out! Can't get past that armor.
Damn it! Come on! We can do it without getting out there. Right, we use that. There we go. And everything else just falls. Oh, you're immediately hostile. And there you have no head. Literally you have no head.
Get me out of here!
There we go.
You don't know how glad I am to see you.
That's the game
You
finished,
did the
I
right
think.
thing. Akande was a monster. Her death was much deserved, and long overdue. And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough. Ah, all in a day's work for you, huh? You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated.
Just about.
I would like nothing more than to celebrate this victory, but we have a serious problem on our hands. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
So we've got to make do on our own. Seems to me that'll make us stronger in the end anyhow.
You're quite right. We've got no choice but to make do on our own.
You mean we're all alone out here? Really alone?
I'm afraid so, Miss Holcomb. Halcyon is the only home we have left. Returning to Earth is no longer an option. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own.
Alright, let's get to work.
Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time.
Hello!
We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us?
Right, you can count on me.
When I revived you, I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I was wrong. I had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. I'm just the one who set you on your path.
Good, thank you.
You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
Alright, let's go through the end slides.
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Between MSI's worker-centric policies and the iconoclast's manpower, Sanjar and Zora were able to rally many of the Terra 2 townships to their cause. MSI's workforce swelled, and the iconoclasts enjoyed a significant surge in their ranks. The board was too distracted by infighting and internal politics to stop MSI from becoming a powerful corporation and a refuge for townships that might have fallen through the cracks. Consumed by paranoia, Lilia Hagen took Sublight Salvage in a controversial direction, openly accusing board officials of an extraterrestrial conspiracy. One day, an accident at the Groundbreaker's docking bay silenced her forever. Time would tell if her replacement could keep the Sublight family together. Adelaide McDevitt replaced Reed Thompson as the leader of Edgewater. She and her followers transformed Edgewater in their image. Anyone loyal to Reed was pressured into leaving town, and those who stayed behind adapted to her way of life. Adelaide transformed the old cannery into a new garden. The nearby Edgewater Cemetery provided a convenient source of fertilizer. As for Reed Thompson, it was said that he lasted exactly 2 days outside the walls of Edgewater. Years later, a marauder was found in possession of his hat. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising.
Good.
The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed. Your influence shifted Ellie's perspective. She finally admitted, albeit grudgingly, that she just might need other people. Sometimes. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She hired a small crew and flew supply missions to communities on the fringe. Some of them were even legal. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with 2 hands. As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life he had sought so long to create. He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace. Once the matter with the Hope colonists was resolved, Junlei bashfully asked Parvati if she'd like to join her permanently on the Groundbreaker, and Parvati enthusiastically, if somewhat awkwardly, agreed. The stories of her adventures spread across the colony, and Parvati soon found herself the center of attention. Having served as the engineer of a renowned spacecraft, tramp freighters and wildcat miners sought her out by name, and in no time, she was a fixture in the Groundbreaker's mechanical ecosystem. She and Junlei were never far apart. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, a mercenary outfit of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide, or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories, could find her camping on the trail, or clearing an infestation. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past, and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. Dr. Wells was able to revive many more scientists and engineers than he first expected, thanks to the additional batch of chemicals you stole from the Ministry. Wells never forgot about the human lives that were lost in acquiring these chemicals. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you.
Damn right.
No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
And there we are. That is the Outer Worlds completely finished. So yeah, that is going to be it from me, because there's nothing we can do. I mean, if we continue, it's before we enter Tartarus. Oh, well, it's right as we go through all the slides. So yeah, that's going to be it. Just a short one today. So if you've enjoyed it, please do leave a like. And if you've really enjoyed it and want to see more, hit that subscribe button. And I'll catch you all in the next one. So thank you everyone for watching. And goodbye.